TikTok definitely shouldn't be a replacement for other parts of your marketing strategy, but if you do want to grow your influence and grow your social media presence, TikTok is one of the best places to be doing that right now. What's up everyone, my name is Charissa. Welcome back to my channel where I teach you the strategies and trends that I've discovered as a social media strategist and coach to help you grow your business. I know for a lot of people when TikTok comes to mind, they just think of teens doing dance routines and lip syncing videos, but there's so much more to the platform than just that. TikTok's user base is growing rapidly and it is actually getting older too, so it's likely that you actually might find some of your clients on the platform. So here's a little breakdown of the age range and percentages of people on TikTok. 32.5% of users on TikTok are anywhere from 10 to 19 years old. 29.5% of users are 20 to 29 years old. 16.4% of users are 30 to 39 years old. 13.9% of users are 40 to 49 years old. And 7.1% of users are 50 and above. Also, TikTok ads are becoming more common in the digital marketing community just because there are a lot of conversions taking place on this platform. So a lot of people that we would have seen using Facebook and Google ads in the past are actually switching over to using TikTok ads as well. TikTok can be pretty hit or miss, but with a little bit of consistency and strategy, it does have the power to send people viral overnight, and it can magnify your message better than any social media platform can right now. TikTok's algorithm is great for creators and everyday people, but it's also really good for businesses and entrepreneurs too, and it has the ability to help you find your audience in ways that other social media platforms currently don't. So let's talk about what doesn't work. A lot of people on TikTok make the mistake of sharing content similar to their ads on Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn, but I'm just letting you know right now that that kind of content does not work and people will literally scroll right past it. You really want to avoid templated content, so anything that's very graphics heavy, something that you might see on Facebook or Instagram, because you want the content to look native to TikTok's platform. So here are some examples of TikToks that actually are effective. As you can see, there are vertical videos, there's a human face in the video, there's a text overlay so you know what's going on, you're watching the video but you're also reading at the same time, and we can assume that the person in the video is explaining the benefits of whatever offer that they're trying to promote. Without even watching these videos, we can tell that they're probably going to be more entertaining and more compelling than the other examples. If you really want to draw people in, make them feel connected, and make them feel like they're a part of your brand, you want to create videos with the following metrics. Just a basic rule of thumb, you want to make sure you're using vertical video. When you scroll through the TikTok timeline, you can tell that other creators on the platform are always using vertical video because it fills up the whole entire screen and people are engaged through and through, and it just looks better. It's also important to use fast jump cut style content, so anywhere between 1 and 3 seconds per clip. The reason why you want to use fast-paced content is because it keeps people engaged and it allows you to deliver more content in a shorter amount of time. People also have really short attention spans on TikTok and they're just looking to be entertained. So if you don't catch people's attention and really hook them in the first couple seconds, they're definitely going to just scroll right to the next video. The whole idea on TikTok is to also share raw and authentic creative content. If you can't nail this one, you're probably not going to build a loyal and engaged following. A really easy way to do this is to make sure you have real people in the videos, whether that's you or maybe you hire somebody else to do it. You always have the option of user-generated content, which we're going to cover later if you're not comfortable being the face of your brand or you don't have time to create that content on your own. It's also really important to use sound in your videos and also to use text overlays. So if you're speaking in a video, you want people to understand what's going on, even if they're not able to listen. At least they can read along and see your closed captions. And if their sound is on, they can stay more engaged because not only are they just listening, but they're also reading along as well. The idea behind this is that you want your audience to be reading, viewing, and listening at the same time so that you're encompassing all of their senses and they're able to be fully engaged in what you're saying, and they also are able to comprehend it better. In general, when you're sharing a video about your offer or you're trying to promote something, sharing your value proposition in anything more than 30 seconds is probably going to be too long and boring to your audience. Instead, you'll want to lean into the more creative and personal, witty side of your brand so that you can draw people in with your personality and with entertainment, and then you can also provide value, which is going to drive people towards your offer. So here are 3 types of content that you can share on TikTok. The first is valuable teaching content. Similar to what I'm doing for you guys right now on this long form social media platform, you can also share something like that on TikTok, especially now that TikTok is offering up to 10-minute videos. But just because the platform does give you that allotted amount of time, that doesn't mean you always want to use that much time. You still want to keep your video fast-paced and engaging using the fast jump cut style content so that people don't get bored and lose interest. You can still share value in a longer amount of time while being concise. The second type of content is entertaining and trend-led content. I'm sure by now we're all familiar with trending audios. If you spend any time on Instagram scrolling through Reels, or if you spend any time on TikTok, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Those are the trends that we see on TikTok when an audio is trending and everyone's using it for that couple of weeks, and then it kind of like goes out of style a few weeks later. It's important to stay on top of those trends and use those trending audios to your advantage. Make it relatable to your audience somehow, entertain them, make it funny, but still show your value. And the third kind of content is trailer content that draws on your longer form material. This would be used if you're trying to redirect your audience to another platform. So for example, if I was trying to direct my TikTok followers to go watch this video on YouTube, I would pull different clips from this video that were valuable and then compile them into like a 30-second montage and share that on TikTok. In your strategy, you want to have a balance of short form trendy content and longer form educational content. Now let's dive a little bit deeper into TikTok content strategy and talk about consistency. When you hear that word consistency, I promise it's not what you think. I'm not about to tell you to post 10 times on TikTok every week. When I say consistency, I mean whatever it is that makes your brand identifiable that you consistently do in every video. Because the main thing that I notice a lot of successful brands and creators do on TikTok is keeping things consistent. Starbucks and National Geographic, I think, do a really good job of keeping things consistent across the board. You can always tell when a video is theirs because the branding elements that they use are always consistent. Ryanair and Duolingo are excellent examples of how you can use humor to drive brand awareness on TikTok. It's very seamless, they're always consistent, and it's a huge reason why they're so successful on this platform. People know what to expect from them and people know why they're following them. The reason why I bring this up is because although someone might not follow you the first time they see your video on TikTok, if they found it entertaining or engaging or valuable in some way, there's a good chance that they spent some time on your piece of content, or maybe just scrolled through your page a little bit, liked it, saved it, engaged with it somehow. And if you're following similar formats or you're posting about similar things like those examples I just mentioned, there's a good chance that they might recognize you because there's some degree of familiarity. They might not remember your name, they might not remember your brand, they might not remember what it is that you do or the video that they saw last, but they're going to remember you somehow, and it's going to resonate. If they recognize that your content feels familiar because of the look or the style or some sort of consistency, then each time they see your content, there's more of a chance that you might get a follow. Consistency can look like a lot of things. It could be the location you record in, the font that you use, the color of font that you use, maybe something that you wear like accessories. It could be topics that you share, movement you incorporate, maybe it's your editing style, maybe it's the transitions that you use. The question I want to ask you is, what makes your brand identifiable that you consistently do? Now you have a basis for your TikTok strategy and you know that you need the content, but maybe you're not sure how to get it. This is where user-generated content comes in. If you're not the face of your brand, then it might be your best bet to hire a user-generated content creator. Maybe you're not comfortable on camera, or maybe you just don't have enough time. That's 100% valid, but luckily there are resources where you can find amazing UGC creators. On TikTok Creator Marketplace, you can vet and hire different creators to make a specific kind of video for your brand to use. You can also find creators on platforms like Billow and Trend. I've also noticed that Upwork is a really great place to find UGC creators as well. Not to mention, I also do have user-generated content creators working in my agency. So if you're interested, you can head to the description box to find my contact information, and we can provide UGC content for your brand at a competitive rate. So there you have it. Those are my tips for business owners trying to build their influence and social media presence on TikTok. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check me out on all my social media platforms. Everything will be in the description box below. Hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.